On my kicker tonight, the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, EACC, early this week released its National Ethics and Corruption Survey 2024. The EACC explained that the purpose of the survey was to establish the status of unethical practices and corruption in the country. It was no surprise that the survey established that corruption is the second most pressing problem in Kenya, the first problem being unemployment. Then the survey went big on what the findings described as the most common form of corruption in Kenya, and that is bribery. The 92-page report then went on to list professionals perceived to be engaged in unethical practices and corruption. As usual, police officers took the lead, followed closely by officers of the Kenya Revenue Authority, KRA. Chiefs followed, then county inspectorate officers. Lawyers closed the charts for the top 5. Journalists grabbed the final spot in the list of 16 sections perceived to engage in unethical practices and corruption. Detailed as a survey it was, but then what? What is new? And more consequentially, what next? I propose an internal exercise for the EACC, a very simple exercise. How about a reverse survey for all officers of the Anti-Corruption Commission, EACC? The survey should have only 2 questions. The first question is, what do we know as EACC? The second question is, what have we done about it? In other words, the EACC should be more robust, bold, and honest in reflecting over the true state of the fight against corruption in Kenya. I have no survey findings to submit on this one, but common perceptions are that the war on corruption in Kenya only focuses on the small fish and spares the big fish. An ironic coincidence, this same week, a report by the Auditor General revealed that some 44.8 billion shillings could not be accounted for on the e-Citizen platform. Now, this is big-time stuff. 44 billion. Hello, EACC. Any word on e-Citizen? And by the way, how much in comparison do police officers cost the public in bribes? 44 billion? What if we are always backing up the wrong tree when it comes to fighting corruption? I suspect we are. Without requiring a survey, official corruption is Kenya's grandest problem. From Goldenberg to Anglo-Leasing and NYS to Aurora Kimorer, the fictitious dams, we all know that big fish corruption is an industry in itself. To EACC, do not pretend not to know. You need no surveys. You just need courage. And courage does not just to chase around traffic policemen, but also to go for the big-time looters who siphon public funds on a daily basis. You also need the courage to read not just your own National Ethics and Corruption Survey, but also the periodic shocking reports from the Office of the Auditor General. Have the courage to face not just the small fish, but also the big fish. Now, have the courage to tell us something about e-Citizen. That is my kicker.